like a maniac.
All right.
And pretty fast as well.
Go, guy. That is your superpower. Good job.
That's how they taught you to eat in the Navy.
Oh, they would have been upset with me eating that slow in the Navy.
Cool. Let's see what we have. Alrighty. Alright, so here we are. Session 7 now of Masks Heroes Bound out of 10. We're closing in, boys.
Alright.
Happening. You guys have really gone through a whole bunch of stuff already. Very, very impressed. Story you told already, so it's pretty cool. So why don't we start telling this one? So let's start out with the introductions. So let's see here. Over here, we have Billy Joe.
Hi, playing Leech the Reformed.
Yes, above me we have Adam.
And I'll be playing Nyx the Scion.
And over here, there you go. Last but not least, Joshua.
Playing Jonas. Oh, sorry. Molly the Nova.
Yeah, it's okay. You can do your your non-superhero name, your secret identity. You're allowed to do that. That's fine. Both are that same character. Cool. I am Scott of Scott's Case Files, and here we go. So let's see here. Where did we last leave our fellow adventurers? We just made a new friend, if I recall.
I made a friend in the what was her name?
Kinetic Blue.
Thank you.
Because she had the chair. She was telekinetic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the throne. The big throne.
Yeah, don't mess it up again.
It's not a chair, it's a throne.
She's not around.
She had the dining room chair with pretensions. It's not made out of melted swords. It's not a throne.
I will write that down. Awesome. Cool. We are without a Steve this week. He's doing Steve things, so all the power to him. But we do have you guys, so thank goodness. We're good to go. Let's see here. Not sure where to begin. I was thinking maybe like something at the hideout. There are dogs in the background of the hideout there. They're having a good time. They're looking for Froyo. Every now and then, you throw some down to the pups as they're kind of cruising on by. They look a little scrawny.
We have to guard the hideout. I mean, what else than dogs, of course.
I'll say that this is we can say this is a Saturday. Generally, when you guys aren't doing any work, I'm assuming you're kind of scheming in your lair as to what the next big thing is. What's your progress? How the app is doing?
Oh, yeah, we probably should check in on the app. How many downloads? How many subscriptions?
All the good stuff. Yeah, that's actually done amazingly well. What do we call it? Ways for superheroes or bad situations, that kind of thing.
Any more?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
What did
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's good. Thank you.
It's delicious. Tell her it was delicious.
It was delicious. I don't know what you guys can hear when I mute myself.
We all lip read. We're good.
I think you didn't mute yourself is the thing.
Am I not muted?
No, we can hear you just fine.
Right now.
Really?
Yes, really.
Scott, that son of a... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. I pushed the wrong button. Damn you, Adam.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on this? I mean, I forget. You're going to state with the fundraiser from this, if I recall correctly, right?
Yes.
The state science competition, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Or STEM competition. Yeah.
Cool.
Huh? The name of our high school is Silver Sentinel High.
Yes.
Silver Sentinel High. Was that a wand? Does Josh have a wand?
You're muted.
It says so the Silver Sentinel High is gonna go shh, and it's a paintbrush.
Oh,
It
okay.
is a paintbrush.
All right, you're like, what? Okay, I mean, if he wants to have a wand to hang out and play, that's cool. I'm down with that. You have your wand. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so you guys you're doing your thing. Forget who did give the Connect Blue their number.
We all did.
Y'all did. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
We did the thing where we touched the phones and it transferred all the numbers over.
Cool. That magical team thing that they do these days. Oh, technology.
The magical computer things they do.
Mhm.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so you'll say I'll get a text at the same time.
Okay.
It'll be from her. She identifies kinetic blue, like a little. She does a thing where it like flashes. It's like an animated GIF type of thing. Can you meet me at the place where we had food the other day in like 5 hours?
That's an incredibly long time. Why didn't she text us earlier? I don't know what I'm going to do in 5 hours.
I don't plan that far ahead.
You are teenagers, yeah. That's a truism there.
What day of the week is it?
Saturday.
Oh, okay. Sure. Why not?
Set a reminder in the phone.
Text her back. Text us later about this.
She actually texts back, killing me.
I text what for?
Like, super secret.
Hashtag secrets don't make friends.
Hashtag keep it secret, keep it safe.
Hashtag the secret.
Ooh.
If she wants you enough, you'll be there. Is that how that works? The secret? Yes. But yeah, so she texts back, she's like, I will ... text you again in 4.5 hours.
I shall leave myself a very vague reminder in 4 hours.
Don't worry, I'll remember for you.
It's just a reminder that says, hey, it's that thing.
It's the thing. That's right.
So you're doing you're probably have the froyo machine all revving up, ready to gush forth the deliciousness, which is whatever flavor you've chosen.
Strawberry.
Early strawberry. Excellent. Nick,
Seems like 5 hours. There's enough time to go see a movie.
2 movies.
Let's go watch the insert action movie of the year movie.
Are there superhero movies in Halcyon?
Oh, it's totally Avengers. It's totally Avengers Endgame in the theater right now.
Yeah, but it's more like, instead of it being an action, it's more like a comedy farce at that point.
Yes.
I would never do that. That's ridiculous.
I love it. That's awesome.
Nobody does the hero landing. It really does mess with your knees. That's like watching medical shows with doctors and nurses. It's the saddest, most horrible thing you could do to yourself is do that. They'll take all the magic. They'll suck all the magic out of everything.
Yeah.
It's a true story. I've done
And
that.
they'll get so many things wrong.
Yes. Oh my god, if you gave that much to a patient, they'd overdose. Oh my god. Shut up, Judy, and then just enjoy the action drama here.
That thing that he's doing doesn't even go with the thing that he's diagnosed with. I mean, they're just two completely different things.
I can't stand it when they just go right into the crook of the elbow and just right where the needle's like wham. It's like, that is not how you do that.
Just straight in. Oh.
Yeah. They need to do it like they would normally do it if that would have happened, and do that 6 or 7 more times, because they completely missed every time.
Oh.
Oh my god. So yes, so Nix, you guys are doing your froyo thing, and Nix, you actually get feels like brain freeze at first, and then you hear what is unmistakably Athena's voice in your head, and
Interesting.
she's
What?
tell me where you are, sister. We need to talk.
Now or in 5 hours? I got something going on in 5 hours.
This is no time for levity, brother. Sister. Sorry. It's your sister. No time for levity, sister. And she doesn't say it in that sassy way either. She means it. Like, where are you?
She means it.
I tell her I will meet her at an old, unused Children of the Light, like storage house.
Okay. Stash, whatever you want to call it.
Cache. Different one than the one that we went to at the train station. This will be at we'll say it's at a local gym.
Okay, cool. She's like, see you soon, sister.
I assume this entire time I'm like completely blank faced. I probably have the spoon straight up to my mouth, and just stone faced, and then I just kind of like snap out of it and take my bite real somber like. I need to go meet with my sister. I would like it if you join me.
What do you do?
I say, don't all jump at once.
Sorry, I was totally distracted reading about a move from another playbook. Not
Oh,
even gonna try to pretend that I was listening.
That's right. You guys had stuff that you could do.
Is your
The
sister going to
advancement.
try to destroy us in any way, shape, or form?
No, I don't think so.
Is this your sister that also defected?
This is the sister that we all thought was dead.
Ah, but she's not, which
She is
implies that
not.
she defected.
Or
Or
this
she's
is,
on a secret mission.
or she's on a secret mission from my father, and that would be very bad. Which is another reason I would like you guys to be there.
Okay. What's been the actual extent of your communications with her? In some, since you found out she was alive.
So we saw her while we were doing the capture the flag there at the dump site, and just now, where she spoke directly into my head, just like my father does from time to time.
Did you know she had that power?
No, again, I didn't know that she was alive. So no, I did not know she had that power. It is pretty urgent from what it sounded like, though, that we get on the ball. So I'm heading there. It is going to be at a local gym. It's going to be at, I don't know,
No pressure.
David's Gym and Health Bar
Nice.
down on Spruce. So
in this halcyon city full of superheroes and super names, it's just Dave's.
well, I mean, all the other good ones were taken, you know.
That makes sense.
And this
the
is-
greatest of superheroes, Dave Foley.
So I'm going to get out of the suit and get made up, because I mean she does wear makeup and has a wig, so
So are we supposed to dress down?
I just wouldn't I wouldn't wear the costume.
You want us in street clothes?
Yeah, I mean, wear whatever you want. You can wear a tux if you want, but I'd look really conspicuous. I mean, Dave's place is not highbrow, that's for sure.
It's a jeans and a
Okay.
t-shirt place at most.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Coming.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna help. We're gonna help you.
Okay, awesome. We make haste to Spruce and Dave's gym and health bar.
Must make haste. uh,
Got to get our workout on.
excellent. All right, so let's say you guys hop on over there. Public transportation, even when you're not in the super suit, is not hard to come by in Halcyon City. They understand the need for people to get to different places quickly. So yeah, you step out on Spruce, and Dave's is your standard, kind of, I wouldn't say low rent gym, but it's like not. It's one of the non-franchise, versions, and it's like it always has the glass front where you can look in and see everybody working out. All the really, you know, embarrassed people, trying desperately to get in shape and everything, and they always end up near the front, where the whole world can see them. But they persevere because they have this tenacity to go on and get better and get stronger and get endurance and stuff like that. Yeah, you see people. There's a lot of sweat going on as you walk in. Nick's kind of like just you have this sense with your family not all the time, but when they're really near, sometimes you get the sense, and now you get the sense that you're in the presence of Athena, and you kind of like look around left, right, and she's wearing a gym not gym outfit, but like a gym worker outfit, and she's behind the health bar. Her name tag says Thena.
Really, Dina? I think that's her. I mean,
Real subtle.
not being subtle at all. So, walk up.
And you were worried about us being conspicuous.
Yeah, no kidding. So I walk up to her and I say, sister.
She looks at you and she smiles. Oh, and you brought friends. Well, would you like some healthy cucumber and apple drinks? They're delicious today. It's Granny Smith, only the best. I can put some banana in there if you like also. Good for you, electrolytes, potassium.
I'd like one, please.
I too would like one.
I vomited a little. I was like, ugh.
She
I
has
gotta keep my froyo down. I can't let it come up.
She has one of those big smiles on, the fake customer service smile, when they've been there for their 9th out of 10 hours. They really don't want to help you. They'd rather be in hell. If they had a place between hell and here, they'd be in hell, type of thing. But they still continue on. So she has that extra smiley smile, and goes, you hear the blenders going, ingredients going in, and next thing you guys know, you have 3 tall frosty glasses of fruit drink in front of you.
Thank you. You shouldn't have.
It's really delicious.
This is absolutely wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Here at Dave's, we aim to please.
So
Dave's.
I
Such a
will
fun
take
name.
a sip.
And you die. No, this is not that kind of game.
I'm pretty sure I would want to die because it's probably disgusting.
No, she's like, all right. Well, now that you look like just any other visitors to the gym, and we can talk. Her facade kind of drops, and now that whole customer service smiley thing is gone and replaced by a serious individual. How old is she again? How old is Athena? Or how old would she be at this time?
Probably early 20s.
Okay, so an adult. She's an adult.
Yeah. We'll say 22.
So, from my understanding, all 3 of you. Where's the 4th?
He had a family issue.
Hmm.
Something to do about washing dishes. I didn't understand it.
Best for you. Like, the three of you met my father. Yes? Up close and personal?
Obviously, I mean,
Yeah.
I suppose Molly's probably the only one that's like, I don't feel comfortable with people knowing that I'm a superhero. Hello.
I have met many fathers in my lifetime. Some were known to me and some weren't.
And she's like, well, I'll bet it was pretty terrifying. I know it was when I faced him myself. And like, gym stuff is going on in the background. Really, nobody's at the bar except you guys. There's one kind of, extra energetic person sitting at the end of the bar, just kind of prepping with their pre-workout, electrolyte shake before they get to their hardcore workout. They're at like the far end of the juice bar. And Athena's just like, I understand he's looking for you.
he is, and he still doesn't know where I am, at least according to him.
He doesn't. I won't be telling him, obviously.
Appreciate that.
He assumes I'm not alive anymore, just like you did up until a little while ago.
Yeah, do tell.
He came close. Very, very close.
I assumed he kept me alive out of either pity or just laziness. But he killed, as far as I knew, he killed all the other daughters.
I can't tell you why, beyond the fact that, from my understanding, you're growing into your powers. Could that be so? Could you say that?
I would say that, yeah, I'd be growing into my powers. That they are, what's the word? They're coming along quite nice.
They're developing. Yes. Well, either he saw your potential greater than any of ours, or in true Pantheon format, he was looking to have someone to marry off to a rival or enemy to seal a deal.
That would be like him. Any way to gain more power. I'll not be doing that.
Yes. My understanding was that he had an interest in your family, actually. And he looks at Leech. She looks at Leech.
Really?
Yes. Where are they now?
Mom and Dad are in Supermax.
Pun intended.
Absolutely. And the rest are scattered about. They're still around. They maintain a lower profile since the capture. But no, they're still around. I try not to keep tabs on them because I think the less I know, the better for me.
As a worthy goal. You need to look out for yourself, kid. However, I think things are coming to a head, and I think my father might be looking for his old allies. So don't be surprised if you see your parents.
Okay. I have a cousin that I talk to sometimes. I can ask him.
Just be ready. It can be daunting to see someone like that after so long. Someone who has power over you, or even in the familial sense.
Yeah, I'll be careful.
She looks over to Molly, over to Jonas, and she's like, "You're the only one who doesn't come from a line of anything, and that's
I
all
know.
right."
That's not true. We met his grandma. She's great.
She is great.
Can we not discuss my grandma in front of the questionable person?
Sorry.
I assure you, I wish your line no harm. In fact,
because in order to harm them, you'd have to go through me.
Dun, dun, dun.
she's like, and I don't know what it is. My family attracts the powerful. And Nyx is no different. She's found people who are growing into their powers as she is. You have the potential to become powerful heroes in this city and beyond. And this comes from someone who's been around powerful heroes and villains their whole life.
Speaking of that, where have you been?
I've been hiding.
Why now?
Obviously.
I was wondering if she was going to ask that.
Me too.
Why now? Because it's coming to a head. You're in danger. You're in danger because Father is looking for you. He's honing in on you. It's a matter of time. And I was thinking, maybe you'd need some help. Maybe you'd want to attack before he gets all of his planning together and attacks you and harms you or those you know.
That's a very ambitious plan with just the 5 of us.
I have others behind the scenes.
Any more sisters?
Let's not talk of sisters today.
Okay.
Do you
I mean,
think you obviously you've been, I'm not sure if the term is foolhardy or brave. You were foolhardy or brave enough to want to confront him before. Does that still fit your frame of mind?
I was talking to a friend, and he felt that it might not be the best route to be doing that to stay healthy. He felt that that's an easy way to an early grave, but I feel that he does need to be stopped. And most people aren't going to take the offensive.
That is true. That's true. Spoken like a hero. How do your friends feel about something like that? I know you must know that every time you engage a threat, there's a potential to have it go very, very badly. Is that something you're willing to fight for? I mean, do you have something you fight for, or are you just kids having some fun with powers these days? Tell me, I've been watching your exploits, and I don't see any real link. I don't see, why. Are you trying to help people, or are you trying to make a name for yourself? Do you like fame, power? What are you here for? All of you.
I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to undo everything, or try to undo everything that Father stood for. That might take a while, but that's the plan.
And she looks to Molly, or Jonas, excuse me. And you, what are you doing this for? What are you putting your life on the line every night for? Every day?
To not be muted when you ask me a question. No. He says to understand what happened to me, and if I can help people along the way, then I will.
Hmm. So trying to discover your powers, limitations, and the why of it all?
Yes, particularly the why.
How about you? Looking to leech.
Well, it started off because I was rebelling against my parents because I felt that they were wrong to be on the villainous side, and I disagreed with it. So I didn't dare disobey them while I was with them, but after they were arrested, then I was free to finally be a hero to help people.
Very good. From all reports that I've been able to get my hands on, you've certainly proven that it's not your upbringing that determines who you are.
Or lack thereof.
Or lack thereof. You guys, you choose your own destinies. Good. Good for you. So the question is, when it comes down to it, when you're looking across an open field and there stands Father Apollo, are you ready for this? Are you going to run? Are you going to risk yourselves to save the city?
Are we planning on facing him?
It's not a matter of planning. It's a matter of it's going to happen. He's
I mean, if
looking for Nix.
confronted with him, then yes, I would stand and face him. But I also recognize that I am probably much less powerful and have much less control over my powers than he, and would likely stand not much of a chance. I would not go seeking him out for sure.
Right now, I think we all agree that we are still developing our powers, and until we do have a mastery of the powers, going up against Father might not be the best route, but definitely disrupting him and stopping plans by other means would be a route we can go with.
You could always
That I
drop
can
a
get
mountain on him.
behind.
I don't know if that'd work.
Well, he'd be in a dark place, so he couldn't.
This is true.
He's like, just like, well, there's going to come a time, I'm here to tell you, that he's going to track Dix down. And he's going to find her. And he's going to try to take her. I don't know what he's going to do once he has her. But it's an inevitability. He's powerful. He's connected to the family. Just like I'm connected to your friend Nix. It's going to happen. He's going to find her. You will see him across that field coming to take Nix away and hurt people. So I need you to get your confidence up. I need you to get your act together. Try to figure out who you are and what you're doing here. I find that in the worst of times, such as when I was on the verge of death, that reaching out and grabbing onto something that meant something to me, thought, a destiny I wanted to create for myself, this is what it took to get through it. And you guys have to find that thing. You got to find that reason that you want to be a hero. Best I can do for you. I understand you have like a, what do they do here? Like a sponsorship with heroes, older people, grown-ups,
Mm-hmm.
as you would call them. Has this person been training you?
Busybodies, nosy people.
He.
I raised two.
It's
Working
it's
too hard to
it's
get that
hard,
burn on.
right? It's hard to tell whether he cares or not sometimes. He does have us do exercises. He sends us on assignments. As to whether he's actually training us, I couldn't really say. I could. I don't think he is. I think he's our sponsor or our advisor in name only.
Ooh, pretty.
Because
More like observer because he just watches.
Yeah.
From afar.
yeah,
Excellent. Well, it's like, think about it. There's going to come that time, that moment of truth. Be ready with it. In the meantime, I can contact my sister. Is there a way that I can contact any of you? I'll do my best to pry into my father's machinations and see if there's something you can deal with or disrupt, what have you.
Yeah, you kept saying everything was coming to a head. What head are we talking about?
Well, she's like looks past you to the city. You see how peaceful it is out there? You know, even with all this hero villain stuff, it's just, it's just so idyllic and peaceful, and people going about their day, and there's like sunlight. I just saw sunlight before I came in here to do my shift, and let's not even talk about that. I saw kids playing. Figured out they were playing hopscotch on this one street. So all that is in danger of not happening anymore if Father Apollo gets his way. It'll be just one big pantheon of villains.
So he's trying to bring all the villains together under like his rule.
It's probably more simplified than he would state it, but something like that.
He never simplifies anything.
Touche, sister. It's coming together, and for some reason, Nix, you're at the epicenter of this.
Great.
If I didn't care about you, if I didn't care about the city or your friends, I'd say just leave. Leave. Get on a ship. Just go far away and never come back, never get found. But I have a feeling that that's my plan. That would have been my plan. And
Well, that sounds like that actually would be an easier way to get found.
I haven't been found yet, but here I am. So I don't think you're the runner that I grew up to be. You're when people stand or people run, you're the one who stands.
It's true.
So
okay.
Best I can do is prepare you for this. We can certainly disassemble some of his operations, slow him down, but he has his plan, and you've got to be ready. I know this has been kind of fun games for you up to this point, where it was, living out these fantasies maybe you'd had as a kid, but this is for all the marbles, as they say.
All right. Well, when will we hear from you again?
It's like, well, how can I contact you?
Well, you know how you can contact me the same way you contacted me before.
Are you always with your friends? Can I contact them through you if it needs to be?
It seems like we are connected and we come together at these certain times, like at a consistent basis. So, force
like it's fated.
Like it's fated, and force just brings us together. Some sort of outside force. Like it's even almost possible that some other person is driving my desires and speaking for me. So we do get together quite often.
Very well.
Uh,
She's like, "Did you guys want a refill?" And her big customer service smile comes back.
Yes, please.
No.
Right.
I think I had a sip of it and I was like, ugh, not sweet enough
Oh,
for
well,
me.
here, I'll finish yours. No need to make a whole other one. I'll just finish Nix's. Natalie's. That was a Bill slip of the tongue, not a. See, I did it with Leech too. Not a Ruby slip of the tongue.
All right. Well, she goes back to kind of minding the counter. The lady at the end who is kind of getting her energy drink on has left. She takes the glass, washes it, puts the little whirlpool thing, etc., and kind of turns her back on you guys. Hey, Thena, make sure that the orange juice is filled up. We don't want it to run dry again like yesterday. Like, she looks over her shoulder and goes. She has this look of utter contempt on her face. And it's like, yes, Dave. And you just know in her mind of minds, she is like, I could crush you between my fingers.
Mm.
But she goes to fill up that orange juice as she disappears in the back. What do you do?
I say we have planning to do.
yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
Well, and then we, unless we happen to come across something, we also kind of have to wait for her to tell us when there's something for us to disrupt, right?
Right. You guys are walking out. Purple Rain doesn't play. You don't get a message from Wraith or anything like that. But you
I think he
do.
heard us talk bad about him.
But Leech, you over the social media link, you do get a text from Katie, Wraith's little sister.
Okay. I need to write her down.
Katie. She's it's kind of like a flurry of like, teen texts. Everything is abbreviated. I don't even know what those abbreviations are.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah, ding,
ding.
ding, ding. She's like,
Use Urban Dictionary's new.
yeah, exactly. The Urban Dictionary translator. Yeah, that's very sad. But you get a bunch of texts, and what they equate to is like, look at the stream, look at look at the Violet Vanguard Twitter, da da da, and she like posts a link there for you.
Okay.
You hit the link, and it's your school. What's your school again?
Silver Sentinel High.
Sentinel
Silver
High.
Sentinel High. It's Silver Sentinel High. It's there's like someone filming something. This is this link, and you see like Silver Sentinel High, and the front door where you guys go through every day. Have to go through the magic and metal detector and da da da. And the video goes upwards, and you see a student, a guy you haven't seen in a while. He was actually partnered with Mali at the museum tour way back when.
Oh yeah.
Wait, was that Kenny?
Yeah. I cannot remember his name.
Kenny, Billy, something with the Y at the end of it.
Let's call him.
No, I
Kenny.
think it wasn't Kenny because it was the Kenny incident that we were trying to avoid duplicating.
That's right.
was
That's
it.
what I remember. That.
All right, what do we name him? I can't. You can't honestly
Dylan.
remember.
I think it was Dylan, wasn't it? Something like that.
We'll go with Dylan. Dylan sounds good.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's Dylan, and you can see he's standing on the edge of the fourth floor, on the top, and he's crying. And you get a couple more like links from Katie, and they're basically like, and I'm tired of being made fun of. I can't do 2 more years of this. There's only one way out that I can see, etc., etc. You can use your own imagination. And she's like, "Get the hell over there."
Is he flying or is he just really high up standing?
No, he's standing on the roof,
Oh, okay.
like on the edge of the roof.
Okay, yeah.
Molly will immediately shoot off.
Hey, wait. He could have taken us with him. All right.
You can hop on my back.
Okay. This is so humiliating, but okay.
This is so humiliating. Are you going to leap and bound?
Yep.
Yeah, I just.
So
What a day to be without Wraith. You just ported us everywhere.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not doing that. I was just waiting for Molly to offer a lift.
And Leech hops on Nyx's back, and he's immediately like, faster you must go. And leaps
Faster?
and bounds.
No, please, no. No, I can't handle it right now.
I just hate Froyo and a bunch of
I gotta be
juices.
on my game when we get there.
I kind of have to pee right now. You never realize how much you have to pee until you're on someone's back, leaping and bounding
God.
past
Do not
buildings
pee
and
on
stuff.
me.
Oh.
If you pee on me, I drop you.
I'll just wait till we get there then.
There should be like super diapers. When you can't take a break from your duties, just go.
You can't take a break for your
It's
duty,
called-
just duty.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
That would be their
It's called
tagline.
Super Calf.
Super cap.
Oh my god.
Oh, that hurts me just thinking about that word. That's going to be my nightmares. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, ouch. Okay, I need a moment. Okay. I'm going to unclench now, and we're going to get back to the game. So here we are. So yes, for the sake of framing the scene, you guys will just arrive at the same time as Molly flings herself through the wind, himself through the wind, and Nyx jumps with Leech on the back, leaps and bounds.
No, we all were in our street clothes. I'm assuming during that time we get changed.
Sure.
Oh,
Molly and Nyx probably have no problem getting changed. I'm not sure about Leech.
Mine is built into a wristband, so I push it, and it's like a
Nano loader.
A nano. It's like a utility cloud that turns into my
Fantastic.
costume.
Excellent. So yes,
Explained
And
away.
I go all Sailor Moon. So
Yeah.
15 panels later.
Yeah, do you do the whole thing with the Sailor Moon too? Because that's
Every
fantastic.
single time.
Oh, you know what? Hey guys, I forgot. Since we're on like a moment here where we're kind of bursting into the thing, I actually finally got off my ass and uploaded your intro to the stream here. So I'm gonna play it first time, or freaking session 7. So sorry about that. But you won't be able to hear it on Streamlabs. Streamlabs doesn't let me hear it, at least, or you guys. But the actual stream will hear the viewers. So I'm going to do that, and you'll see it for you'll be able to see it for the very first time. Well, actually, not for the very first time, but you know what I mean. On the stream. Here we go. All right, there we go. The intro is now part of the stream. Good job.
Cool.
I think the little effects on the names are very end of the Superman style.
Oh yeah.
So so you guys arrive there. like I said, you see pretty much the same scene there. It was more or less live, like a Facebook Live type of thing as you guys are viewing it. And there is Dylan kind of standing on the edge there, and just kind of looking down. There's people gathering. As teens do, have a good portion of them are mortified and terrified. There's a good portion that are there for the spectacle, and there's those bastards who are in the back trying to like jump, come on, you can fly.
Do a backflip.
Because teenagers are horrible and sociopaths, and there's always those guys in that bunch. So.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do?
How tall or how far up is he? Like, how tall is the building?
It's 4 stories.
We should probably have Molly go up there, and in case he jumps, I could probably catch him. Maybe Molly and Leech try and talk him down, and then I catch him in case he tries to jump.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Okay, so Molly, are you Mollying him? Is that a verb? Is Molly a verb?
It is
Are you
now.
Mollying him up there?
I'm gonna do burn, I guess, to give my stuff a little boost.
Okay. Well, you don't have to. You're doing your thing. If you want to, are you saying you want to charge your burn or burn? Get ready to spend on it, or
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I will fly up there, I guess.
Cool. Yeah, I won't have you do any unleash just to get him that short distance or anything like that.
Yes, please.
Cool. You guys are probably, are you like flanking him? Are you both standing over here on the roof together, and he's on the edge?
I'm going to stand out on the air,
All
off the edge, just in case.
I would prefer if you would let me stand on the solid roof, please. Thank you. I appreciate the lift, but I would really like to stand on the roof. Thank you.
Yeah. So Dylan, like he's like surprised. There's like his eyes are flushed, as and puffy as there's this. You haven't seen anyone cry like this for a long time, and there's this look of like shock, like what, and like you see he's like the Violet Vanguard.
The very same.
Like, what do you can't. He's kind of like looks down, like straight down. He's like, "So you guys here to save the day or something? Get another notch on your hero belt?"
Well, I'm not going to sit here and try to be patronizing to you and tell you that I'm going to rescue and everything's going to be fine.
And I don't wear a belt.
Fair.
It's like, I reached my limit. Okay? Like, I can't take anymore. I just can't see the future. He's having a complete sentence. He's just so, there's so many, like, as any teenager, much less one that's been pushed to this level, he's just there's so many emotions running through. I'm sure that's it's hard to form into a sentence what he's feeling, or put it out there, or communicate it to another person. I'm sure you certainly get the feeling he's been internalizing this for some time.
Okay. Have you told anybody? Have you talked to anybody about it?
I tried. And nobody's listening. Everybody's wrapped up in their own thing. It's really not about anybody else. It's about me, right?
No, not really. Because if you don't feel like you're fitting in, then, or if somebody else is making you uncomfortable, then nothing's going to change unless you say something.
And there's like this like gust of wind, and you can see him like he's like on the edge, and he's like teetering forward from the burst of the wind, and then he kind of gains his balance, and Molly, you being kind of in front of him, you can actually see that just there was a second there was just a second in his eyes where he was like, okay, here we go, and then there's the other part that was terrified. Let's see. Does anyone want to pierce a mask?
Yes.
Leech, you've definitely been doing more interacting. Do you want to go ahead and roll plus mundane?
Sure. Just looking at my moves real
Gotcha.
quick. Make sure I don't have anything that applies.
Sure, please do.
Okay. Oh, and that's a bad miss.
So yeah, you just maybe it's because you're standing kind of behind him, or it's like or it's, you can't see his facial body language and whatnot. But once you kind of say something, he kind of like holds out a hand. He's like, "Just stay back. You know how this goes."
Okay, fine. I put
It's
my
like,
hands up and
she's
I
like,
back up.
yeah, he's like, you're superheroes. You have powers. You have a future. You have the way to change things. Nobody messes with you.
Yeah.
Don't tell me it's, I'm fine. Or
No,
if I just
I'm
would
not
talk to
gonna
somebody.
I'm not going to tell you that you're just going to be fine if you would talk to somebody, but I am just asking if that's something that you've tried. Sorry, I just don't anymore. Fine.
He's like, I've tried and no one's listened.
I'm listening. If it helps, if it matters.
What is Molly doing at this point? Are you just kind of observing from your kind of wind tunnel, etc.?
No. Particularly when he said he was superheroes, it's like we don't have to work for anything. It's like everyone struggles. There's always everyone, everywhere always has a bad day. I was like, look at me. I have a power that I do not know the extent of.
It's like you have a power. Someone threatens you in the hallway or whatever, you don't have to take it. You don't have to be afraid of it. You don't have to spend every waking moment wondering when it's coming. When you feel safest at home with your parents who don't get you either.
Well, it's not like we can just whip our powers out in school amidst everyone. We kind of do have to sit there and take it.
Yeah, but you at least you don't have to take it. I don't have a choice. It's messed up.
It is messed up. It sucks.
What's going on out there?
Oh my god.
Everything sucks.
I agree.
I would like to try to pierce the mask.
Sure.
Even though I am terribly that's a terrible roll for me.
No, feel free.
It's no worse than mine, actually.
Roll mundane.
Ooh.
It's like
Potential, though. Potential.
these are two misses, but again, a miss is not a failure. There's something to be said for.
No, I actually got an advance from my last miss.
There you go. Yes, and mark your advance also, Molly.
That might put me.
Yep. So so there's something to be said for tenacity. He kind of turns around to look towards Leech.
You know what? I think that this actually this situation perfectly plays into me unlocking my moment of truth.
Really? Cool.
Yeah. Given the pep talk / conversation that we had with Athena, she got him thinking about it. It, that this is, he wants to be a hero. The whole reason that he's doing this is to help people, and this is what do we have here? But literally, somebody's life is on the line, so he's going to do whatever he can to help them.
Awesome. All right, so let's hear about your moment of truth. Why don't you read it off?
All right. So you've seen your greatest mistakes, and the rest of the world has too. They're all watching you now, judging every move you make. When everything is on the line and your back is against the wall, though, you'll show them what you're made of. That being a hero is a choice, an act of will, and you've got what it takes to save the day. Of course, afterwards, you can expect both sides, hero and villain, to deeply question where your loyalties truly lie.
Awesome. So, all right, yeah. So, are you saying you want to activate your moment of truth?
Yeah.
Perfect. Do it. This is where. So, let me just read. This is the very first moment of truth we've had. Let's take a quick look. Here we go. Okay, moment of truth. When you unlock your moment of truth, you can activate it at any time. Read your moment of truth out loud from the back of your playbook and follow the script. So, in essence, you, the player, take full control of the narrative of this moment. The GM will let you know what consequences arise, if any. So yeah, so
right.
the dice are inconsequential now at the moment. This is your team. Show us what you're made of, Leech.
So he basically stands there in front of Dylan and says, "Look, this is nothing about life is easy. Everybody struggles with something. I wasn't always a hero. I started off, my parents wanted me to be a villain with them. And it took getting arrested and going through juvie to put me on the right path. Even though that's what I wanted to do from the start, I couldn't go against what my parents wanted. It was, you know how it is. You just can't do it sometimes. But I took control of my own destiny, and because I want to help people. I don't want to hurt people. I want to help people, including you. And I want you to. I'm not going to say that everything's going to get better the minute you step off of that ledge, but things will get better eventually. You just have to keep looking forward.
Cool. No, you're also Dylan at this time. Feel free to narrate Dylan. This is all you, Ben.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh yeah, full control of narrative.
Yeah, you are the entire scene here. So tell us what's happening.
Got to take a second to think. Hold on.
That's right.
He sees the error of his ways, and he
Right. I don't just want to. That's so rote, but I don't know. Maybe it's easy for a kid. Let me look at my sheet again real quick.
Yeah, you're doing fine, by the way. Awesome, actually.
And then Leech steps forward and reaches for Dylan's hand, and when Dylan takes it, you can see, or Molly can see it looks like Leech's tendrils, but they're a different color. And they actually go out and touch Dylan, and you can see there's a flow both directions. And Leech is giving Dylan a little bit of strength, and strength of will. just kind of shore him up a bit.
The moment Leech the Grey became Leech the Many-Colored.
Keep going, man. Keep going. This is your scene. This is awesome.
Let's see.
What does Dylan do?
I wasn't expecting to roleplay Dylan at the moment, so I'm coming up with all this on the fly.
The power. You're doing great.
With the force of 1,000 after-school specials, you change his mind.
He does change his mind. He steps back off the ledge. He doesn't say much. He just kind of mumbles a thanks. He's still crying a little, not sobbing anymore, but just the sniffles. And we lead him downstairs.
I think it's also time for a hug.
Yeah, you want to hug? Well, you could hug him.
I will hug him if he lets me.
And then Molly comes in for a hug because it's my scene. Molly comes in for a hug, gives him a hug. It's so nice.
Gotcha.
And everybody downstairs cheers. It's great.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yay.
All right. Let me know when you're ending your moment of truth.
I think we're good.
All right. All right. Yeah. You guys come out the front door. And interestingly, again, we've established maybe a little something new with the narrative about Leech's powers.
Actually, yeah, because this ties into another advance that I took, which is a mind of their own. It's a move from the newborn playbook, which is your powers evolve and mutate. So it's meant more for a dangerous situation, but when you're facing an obstacle that your powers would not be able to deal with, you can mark a condition to gain brand new abilities that last until the scene is done.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. You don't worry about the condition,
Cool.
obviously. That's
right.
not
But I
important.
thought it helped me give a mechanical way of trying to do some of the stuff with Leech that I've been wanting to do.
Oh man, that's so cool.
Yeah.
See, and I hope you guys are seeing the kind of the power of the playbooks and whatnot in this game. You just kind of change the course of your character in that way, and you kind of made it what you wanted it to be, but yet it's still true to who Leech is.
Mm-hmm.
Leech is still Leech, so that's pretty awesome. So good job. Yeah, so it's the very first moment of truth. Very well done. Yeah, so you guys come out the front. There's cheering. There was like an ambulance nearby. People, of course, fearing the worst. Nix, what do you do when you see your guys come out flanking Dylan? And again, it looks like he's getting it together.
Just cheer with everybody else, I guess. I had a feeling it was going to end well, but I also was ready to catch somebody if that situation arose as well. So I would probably just let them have their moment. I wouldn't try to interrupt on that.
Cool. All right, yeah. So yeah, they come out. Dylan's family is there. That was like the next step was, get mom and dad to talk to him, and they kind of rush at him and just, almost tackle hug him. That it's one of those you don't know what you got till it's gone type of things. Where they, maybe this is where everything turns a corner. Maybe this is where things come together thanks to the Violet Vanguard. So, time will tell. It's it's kind of like you guys kind of see like the macro of what you're doing. You see like save the stop the villain, save the crowd, and what does that mean? You never get to see the guy was one the woman in the crowd was about to propose to her her husband, and like had the ring in her pocket as she was going, and didn't get hit by the rock and killed, saved, and then gets to go on. We so rarely in this game and elsewise kind of see the microcosm
Mhm.
of what it means to help someone. So this is one of those situations, which is kind of cool. So yeah,
Me-
Violet Vanguard is victorious. They kind of, you kind of, I'm assuming as like the family takes hold and whatnot, you guys are probably going to want to make yourself scarce. So you're sticking around. What's your plan here?
I would probably say we'd want to make ourselves scarce.
Well, you can if you want. There's going to be cops showing up because it's a suicide, so I got to stay.
God damn it! Required reporting.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's fine. You guys go. There's no reason for you to get caught up in anything.
We'd be
I'll text.
nearby.
Okay, I'll text Night Stalker and let him know. And just it should, assuming it's not that really mean guy, that jerk from the other day. This should just take a few minutes.
Yeah, it looks like it's like a rookie who comes up to you. She's like, she's one of those women who is kind of like smaller, so it almost looks like her utility belt is like some kind of weird ass place, huge play size or something on her. But it's like obviously like her first week out of the academy. She's all she's has that I'm here to save everyone attitude, kind of like maybe your first day of superherodom. She kind of comes over, has her notebook where takes all the notes, all the required information, and takes on your stuff, and she's like, "You did a good thing there, kid. Good job."
Thank you. Thanks.
It's like you know what when we were in she's just kind of taking down your info, kind of just you can see her kind of sketching out, at this time on this day this happened, blah blah blah. She's like, I when I was in the academy, I actually went through this school to do like the officer friendly thing, and I swear I remember that kid. I didn't know his name. Actually still don't know his name, but he was just kind of like the guy who was getting pushed off to the side. There's nothing illegal about that, but it occurred to me that I didn't even stop to say anything to him, and so thanks for doing what I didn't.
You're welcome, I guess.
And she like, yeah, I got all my info. You can go on your way. Keep up the good work.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Yes. Generally, her it was Officer let's see, Lacey. Just because.
Is her partner called Cagney?
No, I won't go that far.
Damn.
But she's Officer Lacey. Yeah, and you go back to rejoin your guys, I'm assuming.
All right. Yep.
Do you guys want to take an early bio break? Is this a good breaking point for you guys to do so? Why don't you guys do that?
Yeah. It's good for me.
It's not 8:30, but I'll see you guys in 5.
Cool.
Alright. Okay, do your thing. Excellent. All right, and we're back. Just in time to hear about how awesome Oreos are.
Awesome.
So awesome.
So very
So
awesome.
all of the awesome.
All of the awesome goes into the double stuff of the cookies. We don't want to tell you where the double stuff of the cookies comes from, though.
No.
Don't ask.
Awesome.
They come from awesome trees.
Maybe
No, it's
Keebler
probably
elves.
the souls of Keebler elves are taken out, distilled into the stuff that goes into double stuffs.
Come on, little creatures don't have souls.
That's why they're so good.
This completely has nothing to do with role playing, but I heard that General Mills sold off the Keebler brand.
Really?
I was really surprised by that.
It's a lot of homeless elves.
They're all getting kicked out.
Yeah, they're, got some elves walking down the street, turning tricks, panhandlers, working at froyo places.
Hey. We employ the best elves at froyo places.
All right, back to the game. So yes, awesome use of moment of truth, Leech. As cool. Hope again, it's meant to be this time where it's like it's all about you, that type of thing. So it's a very powerful thing in masks.
It's just all about you.
Yeah, not unlike normal, right, Leech?
Exactly.
So all right, yeah. So what are you guys up to now? What do you guys do? What's your thing? Are you gonna take like a home break? You're gonna want to go straight to meeting Kinetic Blue? What's your plan?
Well, we do still have to do that thing with Kinetic Blue. Is that still several hours away?
That's potentially still several hours away.
Why does she have to make plans so early in the day? Now I don't feel like I can do anything. Ah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Hashtag make plans earlier.
Or later, apparently.
Ollie's only plan is to go to the junkyard to practice beforehand.
Cool.
Okay.
You know what? I could blow off some steam. Would you like some company?
Oh, well, if she can get off early, maybe she could come and play too. I'll text her. See what she says.
Cool. You're texting Kinetic Blue?
Kinetic Blue, just to say, if you can't make it, no worries, but we're gonna blow off some steam in the junkyard. Also, it's pretty much open if you ever need a place to practice.
She's like, she texts you back. Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Or I text back, yes.
They let us do that?
Hashtag for reals.
Yes, and sometimes they ask you to move stuff around for them, but otherwise, yeah. Or put on a show for people. I don't know.
They're big sticklers for putting everything back where it was.
There are piles.
There are
Hashtag
piles.
super hard to do.
Right. Can she FaceTime?
She will not. She will refuse your FaceTimes.
She will refuse the FaceTime.
Yes.
Okay.
She's like, on my way. OMW.
Sweet.
So yeah, you guys all end up converging at the junkyard. Kinetic Blue kind of glides in and kind of sets down the throne right before you guys, as if you were supplicants, for crying out loud.
Throne.
The throne. This time, you'll notice the throne has some improvements. It looks like it looks like it was like one block of like granite or some kind of stone. Now it's like metal. It's been painted and it's like almost like a lacquer finish type of thing on this, but it's absolutely metal. It's like where that's the high polish, just that that kind of like look on it, like it's almost maybe coated like quarter of an inch of something, but it's definitely metal this time. Generally the same look of it, the same as before, very blocky type of thing.
Is it still just as big?
Yeah, it's same size, same general dimensions, but different material.
You know, my foster dad watches a show, and they have one of those made out of swords. You should take a look at that. I think I'm not allowed to watch it. I'm not old enough, but I've seen a couple episodes.
Just,
It's really
just,
good.
she just gives that look, you know, that look of like, really.
Yeah, it's really.
And she does a thing where as she talks to each of you in turn, she like the throne moves to face you rather than her moving. She's like, I will certainly have to look into that movie or that show.
Out of character question. She's quadriplegic, right?
Yes,
Okay.
she actually said, kind of just said that last time.
Right. It's been a couple weeks. I wanted to make sure that I was remembering correctly.
Yep. Yeah, she's quadriplegic and has no problem communicating that. You know, she came off as very much, you know, this is who she is, suck it type of thing. And but yeah, she looks like she's like, well, I actually was calling you guys over to my place to do some field testing of my new throne, but this is actually really much better. So thank you.
Sure.
Just remember where stuff was before it gets moved.
She kind of like
It's pretty easy. That's the car pile. That's the ceramics pile. That's the plastics pile.
That's the big slag pile we made last time we were here.
It's been broken up since then and put back in the scrap metal pile.
Yeah,
They ask you to sign anything, put down Night Stalker's name.
Yes, Night Stalker. One word.
Yeah, you see, as you guys are like doing your thing, like the foreman that you guys probably remember from last time you guys were here, he kind of jogs out. He's, you know, chubby, you know, very healthy gentleman, not unlike myself. Comes jogging out in a way that makes him obvious that he doesn't do a lot of jogging. Has a clipboard in his hand, and he's like, yeah, so you guys are here to practice or whatever?
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna need you just to sign in, just to see, you know, just to keep the records for the city.
Of course.
Stalker 1, 2, 3, and 4.
So he like hands it straight to Nyx. Ladies first.
Capital N. Stalker.
Double N, double Y, double N.
Hand it to Leech.
Did you actually write Night Stalker?
I did write Night Stalker, and then in parentheses I put down Nyx.
Okay. All right. I write my name, Molly, and then do you want to sign Kinetic Blue?
I'm going to sign Molly McNight Stalker the third.
Kinetic Blue's like, you can just write down Kinetic Blue. The guy's like, I kind of need you. You're John Hancock on here. He's like,
She can't move her hand. It's fine. Just write it down for her.
and you see like one of the cars like over there rises up, and you see, you know, another one comes down. K.
This is gonna take a minute.
E. He kind of like looks around at the cars, and, you know, whereas he might, you know, sign in, you know, superheroes to do practice and whatnot, it's a little unnerving to have freaking, you know, 2-ton cars dropped, you know, 20 feet away from you. So he's like, that's just fine. That's fine. Yeah, Kinetic Blue, you said. Hey, okay, Kinetic Blue. All right, well, all right. We'll just remember, clean up when you're done. He jogs back over to the it's not a guard shed. What would you call that? Like the
Like
utility admittance house or whatever. You know
Just the office.
The office. All right, what do you guys do?
What would you use for whiteout for that?
Her mind.
to just disappear.
Just move them. Just shuffle them around again.
I say, I really want to just destroy stuff.
What did you want to do? Did you have anything specific in mind, or you just wanted to play around?
Molly was going to test fire.
Okay.
Fire!
Fire! You fired!
Yeah, I just want to cut loose.
You got to lose.
What is
What kind of new Leech asks Kinetic Blue, what kind of new things can your throne do? What did you want to test out?
I just wanted to test out, how if the tensile strength is up to what I measured it would be.
So do you want us to throw something at you? Or what
Sure.
kind of tests are you looking for?
Sure, that's fine. Let's see. She kind of rises up and kind of floats backwards. She's like, you know that game where the ducks go overhead and you try to shoot it out of the sky with the pellets? Well, think of me as a duck. I can take a good amount of punishment here.
Duck hunt?
Yeah. You know that game where you hunt ducks?
Not that part of the duck. Oh, now we get it. Okay, it took a second.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so she floats back and the chair kind of spins, suddenly you see the back only, and then the front, and then the back only. She's over here, etc., etc.
She's set to do this, right? Are we sure we should do this?
Leech reaches a hand out to Nyx with a question on his face. The question is obviously implied. Can I leech a little off of you?
You remember what happened last time?
Yes, but I'm going to do differently this time. I'm just going to try to throw something.
All right. They hold hands for a minute.
What?
Don't fall for it. I'll throw you.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I want to try to throw a car.
We hold hands for a little bit. Do we have to do anything, rolls or anything wise on this one?
No, there's no need to do anything for this one. It's just basically we'll say Leech has charged up his power on you. Right. I think you do. I think we established that you need to take a condition though when he does do that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm already like partially angry, so I might as well just continue with the whole anger thing, and I'll take the anger condition.
Sure. And
Are
as
you
you
angry
guys,
because you didn't get to help us rescue Dylan?
I'm just angry about the whole thing with Athena and then Father Apollo and all that stuff. So that's why I want to destroy stuff.
Valid.
cool.
Okay,
Right.
you get started while I get a handle on this.
I'll grab like those things where they compact the cars together and they make these giant cubes.
Uh-huh.
I grab like 2 of those and just chuck them right at her.
The cubes or the compressor machines?
Fair, the cubes.
All right, so like
the cubes.
So it's like as you like toss them, it's like they're in the air. She had her back turned. She turns and she actually says the words, "Okay, anytime you wanna." Oh shit! So go ahead and let's roll some dice. Let's do it directly engage. You're actually not directly engaging a threat, but you are throwing something at a target. So let's go ahead and roll with danger. Let's see what that looks like.
Ooh, nice.
I beat the crap out of her.
Cool. Yeah, you see the first car kind of probably sails by, but the other one, basically like she's dodging the first one, and that's exactly what you're hoping for. Boom! Back of the throne gets just smashed with this thing. Car is like kind of bends itself around the throne, and then the throne itself is kind of thrown forward in the air like a good 30 feet or so before it stops itself, and then like the sudden stop kind of shakes the car, and it like falls to the ground. And she's like, then she like zips up towards Mali with it, like as if she was like gonna just bull rush you over, and stops like good 5 feet away from you. She's like, "Are there any marks on it?" Are there any marks?
I see a few dings, but that's about it.
All right. Well, it's holding up about as well as I had hoped. All right, keep going. She like zzz, back into the sky.
Leech tries to throw some cars.
All right. Are you gonna go for like the football spiral, or what's your technique here?
Oh yeah, totally. No. He's gonna try kicking them. He's a soccer player. He's gonna try kicking the cars.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and roll with danger. Let's see how you do.
All right. Oh, and that's a bad miss.
So like
It just goes wide. I end
Yeah.
up, my kick is so strong that it just slices through the car.
Well, and like so much of this just fits within with the fiction. You know, it's like you're not used to. Yeah, again, like we kind of established before. It's like Nyx, has this strength all the time. It doesn't have to adjust. No, has been experimenting with it since forever, and you get it like this is 3 times or 4 times total.
Right.
So it's like so you like kick it in half.
You.
Molly's probably rained with some parts, to just barely miss them.
Molly ignites himself into a firestorm.
Oh my god!
Ooh, that one's new.
Flame on! What are you going to be doing? What's your thing?
Well, first I'm going to start screaming as I erupt in flames before I calm down enough to realize that it's not burning me.
Okay, I did that.
And I'm going to start throwing explosive fireballs at her.
Because that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead and you directly engage a threat. Plus danger, please.
Danger. Watch yourself. I'm too frightened by the fire erupting around me to really aim.
It's like
there's fire coming off of me now.
Well, again, when you think of it, a normal person, surrounded by a cocoon of fire or whatever, or having knowing that these are exploding balls of fire, it's only natural for them to like freak out and try not to be near this, or fling it away just so it's away from them.
So you just see Molly just sort of scooting around in the air, just like ah, throwing little balls of flame that are erupting into random places.
Yeah, at least one of them actually does hit the throne as her technique is to kind of turn away when she's away from the projectile so that the back of it takes the blow. And like the last one you threw, just just by chance even, slams into it and boosh, and you see like the kind of like that blaster scorch mark, like the black starburst pattern on the back of it, and she's like she like turns around, she's like, I was not expecting that.
Expect the unexpected.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Are we
Leech
gonna
has managed to recover his footing, and he's actually jumping around and picking those parts out of the air that have just gone flying everywhere, and he's just chucking them like just throwing projectiles at her.
Oh, nice. All right, yeah, cool. Go ahead and do it again. Roll threat. Or roll to engage a threat, I should say. Plus danger.
Full hit.
Nice. All right, describe it. Is you kind of like doing the whole, machine gun thing as you're grabbing super speed pieces out of the air and.
Yeah, so he's actually managed to do something correctly with all of this strength for once. He's just bouncing around the field, and he's just grabbing the pieces as they're flying around or landing or whatever, and he's just chucking them at her, just all around her, 360. So she has to go, take it from multiple angles.
Cool. And you can kind of see her adjusting. It occurs to you it's not just practice to see what the throne is capable of, but it's practice for her, and you can kind of see her as she kind of catches on that you're kind of creating this 360 thing around her where you're forcing her to be where the next projectiles are coming. You can kind of see her take that. The throne gets ping, 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 ping as she kind of falls for it, but then she kind of moves out. She'll take the brunt of the ones around her in order to avoid the more heavy debris coming towards her from the center type of thing.
Mhm.
And then what I was going to do is grab a dumpster,
Sweet.
jump up.
You're not going to set it on fire, are you?
Nope, I'm going to jump up in the air above her, and I'm going to smash down onto her with the dumpster downward.
Ooh,
Oh.
nice. All right, roll with danger again. That sounds cool.
A hit.
Nice.
All right, let's see here. So 7, 9.
That
Pick
impresses
one.
and surprises me. I don't know about her.
Ah,
right.
never expected.
All right, pick one out of the list there.
Obviously, she is going to be surprised.
Cool. All right, so yeah, she's basically like I'm assuming the dumpster is large enough where it like encases her completely, and like it's almost like a cage on top of her.
It's like the big green dumpster you would see at like a construction site or something.
Yeah, like one of the 20-foot long ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely big enough to basically be a cage for her as far as that's concerned. Cool. Yeah, so as you kind of slam it down, and right at the last second before like the dumpster itself is going to start to like dig into the ground, you feel you feel like the throne come up into the dumpster like upwards, and take a powerful blow as it kind of it's like she gets control at the last second and is basically throwing the dumpster up straight into the air.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And Molly, remember to mark an advance for that miss, in case you forgot.
There it is. Take a power flow. Of course. All hits on everything I've rolled so far.
Take a powerful blow.
Everything has been 8 or higher.
All right, this is just for fun thing, but yeah, so it's nice to do the mechanics when we're not actually in the real deal. Let's see. So choose. Yeah, it's cool. Choose one from the 7 to 9 list.
I'm fine with giving ground. I was not expecting her to be able to retaliate.
Okay. So and that basically what that reflects is that you guys traded blows.
Yeah, she knocked me back as much as I knocked her back. I get that.
Yeah. So you like you're like in the sky, like coming down. Are you? Molly? Are you gonna let him like impact with the ground or with the in superpose? Or are you gonna grab him or what's going on?
You're muted.
You're muted, sir.
I will try to grab. Swoop down low. Still a flame.
Still on fire. Oh, this could end badly.
Trying to put it out. Flames just coming out of the end of my hands and my feet. Just like I can't get them out.
Next, turn into light. Fire can't hurt light, right?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be hurt by the fire.
Oh my god. Let's call this, since we're trying, we'll call it a reshaping your environment and not letting him reshape the environment, or her reshape the environment as she hits the ground. So go ahead and roll plus freak to unleash.
Unleash. Where am
I? Nice.
7 to 9.
All right. Yeah, so you are... I'll say you actually... I don't want you guys to mark conditions here. Not with this.
I'm going with unstable or temporary.
Cool. Yeah, so you actually... We'll say the unstable or temporary is about your powers. Like, you're able to get him, like, slowed down as you come up and, kind of grab him and slow the descent. So that, unlike, like, if he was a normal person, you wouldn't snap every bone in his body as you suddenly...
I create a heated updraft.
Yeah, exactly. which you don't see below is that you've, like, set the paper goods on fire. That's the unstable portion of the show.
We're just doing their job faster is all.
And then, like, Kinetic Blue like turns around like, "Oh my god, you set that on fire!"
Put it out.
You actually see her again. It's just, it's she has again. It's the impression you get is that she can control only large things, and she does them. Has very like turn on a dime type control over these huge things. So like you can it's almost as like you could see as if the throne was a hand, like trying to basically putting out the fire by stamping on it. But yeah, she puts the fire out, and she's like, and you can see she's like, all right, let's not no more paper goods, no more paper goods setting on fire.
I meant with your power, but that works too.
She's like, she glides over back to you guys. She's like, I think that's enough practice for today. How's my throne looking? She turns it around like for 360.
A couple scuffs. There's a ding right there and a smaller one over here.
Big old scorch mark there.
Was it supposed to be black or metally?
She's like, ha ha ha.
Serious, it's partly scorched and black on the back.
That's fine. That'll wash right off. Part of what I built it for. It's fine. Just hose this bad boy off and we're good to go.
That was fun. We should continue.
We usually get to do this to Nyx.
That's true. I am hardly
or
ever
me.
on the giving side of this. I'm usually getting beat up the whole time.
That's ironic and true. But yeah. Let's see here. So if any of you guys have Hopeless, go ahead and clear it.
Because we engaged in wanton destruction.
Flinged yourself into easy relief.
Mm-hmm.
So excellent. Yeah, if you guys want to keep going on, you can definitely do that. We'll kind of just cut away. The scene cuts away as you guys continue your destruction, mayhem, and then organizational skills at the end.
Tetris.
That's right.
Nice.
We're glad that she's here because she can move all the crap that we did move all over the place pretty easily. So it usually takes us an hour to clean up. Now it's like down to 20 minutes.
Yeah, she's only too happy to help put the cars back and stack them together and squish them, that kind of thing.
I mean, I usually just sweep them all under more garbage.
Who's going to notice, right?
Just melt them down and then, hey.
Cool. So, just as a brief interlude, let's do some quick, home stuff. You guys head home.
All right.
Let's start with Leech, if that's cool.
Sure.
Cool. So Leech, as you kind of get back to the halfway house, walk in, check in, they have you do the sign in and sign out and all that, document where you are and what you're doing. You see George walk by in the hallway, and he hasn't been around for a while. He's been on leave, like a health leave type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But he kind of catches you out of the corner of his eye, and he stops and he kind of turns.
A wave.
He's like, "Oh hey."
Oh hey.
It's like, Rudy.
Yep. How you feeling?
He walks towards you. He's like, you know what? I'm hanging in there. You just gotta kind of move on. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of getting back to the swing of things. This is literally my first day back, so.
Okay,
yeah.
well, welcome back.
Well, thanks. It's not like nobody got me a cake. I was here for that, but I have to keep
Well, sorry, I got called out, or I would have.
Well, that's thoughtful. I actually meant to mention you know how we get the various reports, what you're up to and that kind of thing, and I saw what you did today, and that was pretty cool. That was
drinking a smoothie.
He's like with the kid at the school.
Oh, that. Okay. Thanks.
It's like, I have to tell you, I've seen a lot of kids here, come through here emancipated and not, and you can kind of tell sometimes when they're going to make it, when they're not. And it's part of my job to, be as optimistic as possible. You kids can see it, what I'm thinking. And so I try to be as optimistic as possible. Well, but you can still kind of see sometimes, when someone's going to make it, when they're not. And, you're going to make it. You're going to make it. And for what it's worth, I'm proud of you, Rudy.
Thanks, George.
I mean, it's just me, old guy who works at a, former supervillain halfway house, but I mean, I'm also part of that public that you're keeping safe, and you're doing a good job, and you care. I mean, there were other things that would have gotten you more exposure. You could have been at, I've seen kids here like that, who think they just can't do it. Like that's all. There's no reason to go on to tomorrow. And you can't just, I saw the report, Rudy. You didn't just try to move him off that roof physically. You got him off that roof emotionally in his mind. And that's what you got to do. You get it. And too many kids coming through here didn't. You're starting to understand what the word empathy means, I think. And that's important. And then that'll be reflected in my usual report on you. I'm hoping to get you out of here soon. This isn't a place for you anymore.
Oh, that'd be nice.
It's like, out of curiosity, if I was to, get you out of here, do you have somewhere to go?
I've been saving a little up. I don't know if it's enough to put down for a place of my own yet. But could you help me look at apartments later and figure out the money stuff?
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, yes. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we can. You ever done a checkbook before, balancing that? Do you know what that means? I didn't when I was your age, so I have to ask.
I have a checking account, but I just use my debit card.
Okay, well, just because we want to be, old and inefficient, we're also going to get you some checks, and we're going to show you how to make sure how much money is actually in there. That's in fact, I think there's a class on that next week, but I'm happy to walk you through some stuff before then.
Okay, thanks. Checks. I never thought in my life that I would have checks. I didn't even take the starter checks that they offered me.
So yeah, for that, George kind of goes on his way. Let's see. Nix, what's it like when you get home?
I assume the parents are probably watching TV. Excuse me. So that would be Joel and Catherine. They're probably just probably watching the news. Would ask me how my day was, homework, stuff like that. I'm like, you realize it's the weekend, right? Oh yeah, I forgot. I don't have homework every single day.
So let's see here.
Are you saying that they're completely inattentive? They don't even realize that it's Saturday. It's just totally automatic and rote for them. Hi, Natalie. How was your day? How was school?
I'm saying, as I started that statement, I completely forgot we said it was Saturday, so I threw it onto their personas.
That's fair. That's fair. Catherine's like, oh, that's right. I thought I took yesterday off, so I totally mess up the days. She's like, have you eaten today? Did you pack a lunch? Did you eat anything? Did you hang out with your friends?
I can always eat more.
Oh, we know. Like
looking at the checkbook. Oh, we know.
With checks because they're old. They're in their 50s.
I had something to eat, but I am feeling a little hungry. Yes. Did we have anything left over I could just heat up in the microwave?
Yeah, why don't I heat up for you? I kind of missed it also. It's kind of like an everyone for themselves night tonight.
Hmm.
And she's like, have a seat. She points to like the kitchen island. They have one of those. Hey, pull up a seat. I'll heat things up for you.
Okay. It is not lost on Nyx that she could just heat up her own food, but she allows it to happen.
So she kind of brings out like there was like some meat, Swedish meatballs and some vegetables and stuff, and like it's, actually instead of doing the microwave, she actually like heats the meatballs up in the like the glass crock pot thing on the stove, and kind of re-steams vegetables and puts them on your plate after a little bit, and actually sits down with you, kind of across the island from you.
This is very tasty. This, before when I was living where I was living, I never had anything like this. We always just whatever we could find. I mean, there was food, but there wasn't anything set out specifically for me. It was always, find something and eat it.
Oh, well, I'm sad to hear that. I hope you feel that that's not, how we're treating you.
It is not. I appreciate everything you guys have been doing for me.
Good. I mean, we took you knowing that you had kind of a hard time. I think we've had hard time kids before coming in and out of this house. But yeah, you're a good girl. So want the best for you. How are things at school? She like kind of puts some of the stuff on puts the stuff on your plate and puts out the little knife, fork and knife and little napkin that she folds. It's kind of the whole like she has like the whole napkin folding fetish going on, and this is like you do this intricate origami fold for this napkin. At first we thought it was like some kind of weird, yeah, it was like some kind of weird like ritual or something, but it's just her being neat and next level type of thing.
She
like,
folds it up, and I immediately unfold it, and
and that's
use the napkin.
And that's totally fine. That's exactly what she expects.
Yeah. Well, school's little. I'm learning. It's a process. The things that they're teaching me are. I feel like everybody else in the class is taking a back seat to me because of all the stuff that I don't know.
I'm sure it feels like that, but I mean, teachers, they're kind of trained to see who needs a little extra help. So, that's just kind of integrated into the curriculum. Don't feel like you're robbing the other kids. You all deserve an education. So, yeah, don't worry about it. That's fine. And I'm just glad to hear that your teacher is, seeing that maybe you need a little extra help, and that's great. And that's nothing to be ashamed of. We all have our strengths, as you well know.
Yes. She continues eating the meatballs. I mean, with veracity, obviously. Everything she eats like it's her last meal. So
what do you call it? Catherine actually kind of puts a hand out to kind of, as you're like, huh? And she's like, hey, no. she's like, you can tell that, having been a foster parent for a long time, she's kind of trained herself to, you don't touch unless you have permission, even something so casual. But you can see this is with purpose. So that probably hits you as like, oh, this is, take note. She's like, no one's going to take that away from you. I swear. And you gotta, enjoy the flavors. I'm not sure if you know this, but when you chew something and then it goes around your tongue, you can kind of taste different flavors. And I mean, maybe I'm a horrible, cook. You just don't want to tell me where it's better to just go straight down. But
it tastes wonderfully. It's just there are times when I didn't know if I was going to get another meal, and also I'm always hungry with all the energy that I expend every second.
I understand, but for just try to remember to savor things. And this is, and oh, it's like, oh, life lesson. Write this down. And she kind of does that, that kind of thing where she leans her head. She's like, savor things. If you can't savor things, the good things that come your way, it kind of demeans those good things. So, when a good thing happens, just take a second to enjoy it. We've earned it.
She'll pull out a phone and she'll write down #saver.
And Catherine sees this and just like, that's about all that I could expect. That's fine. She kind of like leans back into her seat and lets Nix go about her business.
She eats much slower, but still faster than probably Catherine eats.
Fair enough. She eats also, and you can kind of see her, cut things up into smaller pieces, and perhaps Nix does. She doesn't have a nuclear power plant inside her body to fuel at any given time. So just kind of doing her thing. She's like, remember, savor the important things. Because here's another thing. Because like you're saying how like you used to eat so fast because you didn't know, when you're going to get a next meal or if it's going to be taken away from you. And that's the same thing with things, people. You're not at a place in your life where someone's going to take us away from you or your friends away from you or anything. You don't have to consume them. Just be thankful for them. Savor them. They're good things in life. That's what you're here for. I hope so. That's what we're hoping for you.
And as she's eating, her mind goes back to what Athena said and Father Apollo trying to find her. And definitely would take them away if he found her.
Cool. Yep, so the meal goes on in peace. We go to Mali. What's going on at Mali's place? If you're talking, I think you're muted.
Molly is having himself a little angsty moment when he gets home.
as teenagers are wont to do. In what sense?
Well, after finding fires, like he's having trouble controlling it, so along the way home, like little things began to slowly burn around him.
Oh my god!
Standing in the elevator in the apartment building, some of the wooden panel began to smoke.
Oh my!
Oops.
So when he gets home, he just goes straight to his room and closes the door without talking to anyone.
And keeps away from all the paper stuff and the. Here, Molly, Jonas hears a knock at the door, and it's definitely Grandma.
Go away. No Jonas aquí.
She's like, "Are you decent in there?"
No.
Are you doing the drugs?
Like, what's wrong with you?
I will open the door and I will try to calmly explain to her that I found fire today and I can't control the fire.
So Billy Joe was wrong. You did start the fire. That was Billy Joe, right? No one gets that one? All right, that's fine. We'll move on. We'll just play like that never happened.
I thought you were saying Billy Joe and not Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
So that's...
I thought you were saying Billy Joe too because...
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't put that together there. Billy Joel. You did start the fire.
And no, Grandma, I don't get your old musical references.
She's like in her house coat, that thick, woolly looking thing that would like keep her warm in the middle of a blizzard, but is just like it's like you don't want to look at it. It's just like this, like you could be wearing something nicer, but it's a house coat. And just like, okay, fire. So, fire's good. Can be, if it's under
I open
control.
up the door to show her the burnt spots on the walls.
All right. Well, I have the superpower of paint and spackle, so we can deal with that.
It's more than that. When it first started, it was storms. The storms would come when I was sleeping.
Okay.
How am I supposed to stop this while I'm asleep?
It's like I forget where. I forget what's the deal with your parents.
They are both alive. My mother did not take kindly to when I awoke with powers.
Oh, I see.
She didn't know how to handle it.
That's right. Okay, that's right. I do remember that.
So the only thing I hear from her is basically on my birthday every year.
Gotcha. She's like, well, if you had a good mother, I'd say that I'd say you have your mother sing you to sleep with a lullaby. And I won't do that to you because you've heard Grandma sing.
And I'm not a baby anymore.
You'll always be my baby.
Ugh.
The feels. So, you know what? I think this is a good time to have you get back to your roots. Just come with me.
All right. I have to.
Like, bring your blanket, your pillow.
Bring your blankie.
All right.
So she brings you to the stairway where she walks you upstairs to the roof. And you're like on the roof of the apartment complex. It's all brick and concrete with that kind of like that again like the little station that juts out where like the top of the elevator hooks into, and then there's a stairway that comes out. And she takes you out onto the rooftop, and she's like, "Isn't it a nice night? Like cool wind blowing in your face." She kind of closes her eyes to kind of take it in. It's
Ripe
kind
and
of.
rampant with destruction.
She's like you feel that light thwack in the back of your head. She's like,
That was
listen to the night. And she kind of closes her eyes serenely again, and kind of nose goes a little up as if to like get the scent of the wind coming her way. The just kind of when you close your eyes, you take that sense away. Again, it's not like blind people, suddenly get superpowers, but blind people concentrate on those other senses. They pay more attention to what's already there. And you can kind of see that's what she's doing. She's just like taking that one sense away so that it's easier to kind of, listen and not just hear type of thing. And after a minute or two of that, just kind of in silence, she's like, like anyone's descendants long ago, they used to, live under the stars, and you can too. We're gonna make you a little shelter. We're gonna make you
Now I
up
get to be
here where.
homeless.
What
So
is
now I
she's?
get to be homeless.
We're gonna make you a little shelter. I have some. I have that tent. We can put it on up here. If the worst that happens is we lose a tent, then fine. This all rock up here. Anything happens, we'll be safe. So get in touch with the nature. It's like you really are nature, given form. If you think about it, maybe
Terrible,
it's because you
destructive
fear
nature.
the nature. Maybe that's why. And she doesn't even hear what you said. She's just like kind of at this point. At this point, she's giving you bits of wisdom, and she's like doesn't want to hear your crap. Type of moment.
David Attenborough says the world should be feared.
David Attenborough is an asshole, son.
Oh my god.
It should be respected.
Blasphemer.
The world should be respected. You fear what you don't understand. And I think if anyone I know, you're the one who understands the world. You understand the elements. You are the elements. She's like, I'm gonna go get that tent, and just maybe just for tonight, just to make you feel better, make you feel comfortable, knowing that you can't destroy anything. You know, just to get used to it, get comfortable with the idea. How's that sound? If you don't like it, you can go right back to your room, and that's okay by Grandma. I want to.
Go get the tent.
She goes and gets the little tent. It's kind of one of those, dome ones. So it's like you don't have to, pound stakes in the ground or anything. It's like just the little rods that go up and kind of give it form. She's like, think of it as a longhouse, a teepee, whatever.
I don't think the school guidance counselor is going to see it that way when I tell him that you put me up on a roof.
You wouldn't dare. You ungrateful little.
School guidance counselors don't know anything about how to take care of a kid with powers. Like, I can get your music thing, your iPod, and so you can listen to depressing music up here as long as you want. You can wallow in self-pity under the stars. How is that?
All right, you go get everything. I'll be here.
Rude.
She's like, Grandma's might not be able to carry everything.
I saw Uncle Jacko not doing anything.
She's like, boy, you're coming down to help me with that damn tent.
You're going the right way for a smart bottom, boy.
I'll do that whole trudging thing, causing a little earthquake with each foot.
Oh my god. Yeah, so you guys get the tent set up, and she's like, no, I have my phone downstairs. Call Grandma if you need anything. And she has that kind of, grandma thing where she puts you up there with like way too much food and drink, that you'll ever need, and of course a week. But just in case you're hungry at night. Some milk.
Or like the next night for those, 10 years.
You live here now. No. Yeah, she's like, you can kind of see that look on her face, like, without, you're not technically piercing her mask, but she has this look of like, I don't know if this is the right thing, but I gotta try for him. Type of attitude going on with her. And then she like zips up the tent, and that's the last you see of her for the night. So the question is, do you set everything on fire during the night?
What I actually do is when she's gone is I just get out of the tent and I take off.
Oh no, where are you going?
Anywhere but here. I want to look for the water, the edge of the water, to be near
Ooh.
water.
Ah, okay.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so you kind
sleep by a lake.
Yeah.
of
Are we near
nice.
an ocean?
Yeah, you're on the ocean. You could do there's like kind of like those little mini islands out not far away from shore type of thing. If you want to stand one of those, that'd be a great one.
Yes.
Nice.
Cool. You do forget about the fact that there are bugs everywhere there, so it's not too pleasant, but at least you have the satisfaction of knowing that you're not going to set anything ablaze. That matters.
That's when I just wrap myself in stone, so I make myself a little round stone house.
There you go.
I was going to say make a little whirlwind to keep the bugs away, or set yourself ablaze and burn the bugs.
Oh my god!
And everything else.
And that's why Grandma thinks leech is not the best, influence.
There's a movie called Wilder versus Napalm. It's about two brothers who have pyrokinesis.
Oh my gosh.
One of them was played by Dennis Quaid. He works as a clown at a circus. And the first time you see him, he's sitting there in a chair and he's doing this little gun thing at little flies in the air. He's just setting them all on fire.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
great.
Put that on Discord. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, it's really neat. It ends up with a big fight between them.
Don't
using their powers.
la 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 la. You can't ruin
It's
the movie.
literally like you know what's going to happen within the first 15 minutes. They're estranged. They don't like each other.
Interesting.
Cool. Yeah, put that in there just so I can see it. That's cool. All right, yeah. So that's your night. Man, I was hoping that Wraith would be here. I had some other stuff going on. I wanted him to be doing. But he's having fun elsewhere without us. Falling
Bastard.
food. Very sad for me. Happy for him. Type of thing. So anyway, let's see here. I hadn't had anything else particularly planned for this session. Did you guys have anything you guys specifically wanted to do now that you had this new information, Athena, etc.? Was there anything you guys wanted to kind of get in place or do or, experiment with
Well,
or
I
contact
would
anyone?
still like to try and set up a game plan. Like an idea that I had was I do have intimate knowledge of caches around the city, and I think that in a bad way we could either raid them or we could destroy them.
Oh, Father Apollo's caches.
Correct.
Well, actually, your move gives you access, I believe, to heroes and villains caches throughout the city. You get to choose.
Yeah. But I was choosing specifically since I had knowledge of the Children of the Light. That'd be the Children of the Light caches.
Gotcha. What I'm just putting out there. The move specifically says you can do either.
Yeah. I follow you on that. But I figured that would be a way to, if nothing else, slow down some of it.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, just to like disrupt their processes or whatever.
Yeah, basically, I'm messing up their supply lines.
Cool.
I also have another thing that I have powerful allies that I haven't used yet. This might be a good time to use it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool.
As one of my initial playbook things. They may be somebody either in the Children of the Light that owes me a favor, or somebody in another hero or villain agency that owes me a favor.
Yeah, let me bring up. I'm gonna get your cheat sheet up here real quick. One, please. Let's see. I just want to read that out so we know what we're working with here.
Yeah, so part of the lineage is I have an array of abilities up to 3. One of them I chose was powerful allies.
Yep. All right. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's like one of your abilities type things. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just looking over your respect thing and that kind of good stuff.
So we can call in some troops. Maybe it's somebody that I helped escape from the Children of the Light. A brother or cousin or something like that didn't want to be a part of it, and I helped them escape, and now they would come back and help fight.
Cool. Let's see here. I'm just looking over your stuff real quick. Give me just a moment.
Take the moments you need.
All right. Yeah. So let's. Which is your priority for right now? Like, you want to make contact with one of these people, or do you want to look at the caches?
I think probably making contact with the people, because if we grab them and utilize them, they may not be in the game. So we might use the cache to arm everybody else up.
Okay. All right. Let's pick one. Who are you going to make contact with? And are you taking the group?
What do you mean the group? Oh, everybody else? Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, it's just me. I'm like a one woman hero squad.
They're just the people that hang around you.
We're the sidekicks.
I had one, a character named Blue Falcon.
I don't think we can use that for trademark purposes.
Green Falcon,
Yeah, so we can do Green Falcon. That will work.
or hold on, what's a shade of blue?
Cerulean.
There you go.
That's usually by the time the people get a chance to say Cerulean Falcon, they already get punched out by him. So that's like one of his superpowers is his multi-syllabic
Flower
name.
blue,
Huh?
cornflower blue.
Cornflower falcon.
Periwinkle, or
Oh my god.
how about we just call him Falcon?
Let's call him Falcon.
No, we can't do that either.
That's
Never
also
mind.
trademark. God damn it.
I'm fine with Green Falcon if we
Green
want
But
to
it's
Falcon
spell
it is.
Phal.
Kone.
KYN.
Green Falcon will go with.
Green Falcon is. All right.
All right.
How do you make contact with him?
I know his true identity and where he works.
Oh, that's fucking dangerous. Oh, so what does he do?
He is he works at a store that sells like outdoor equipment,
Oh, okay.
like
Oh, like
tents.
a Cabela's or something.
Yeah, like a Cabela's, yeah.
Okay.
Oh god. He specifically works in the store, the part of the store that does like heavy weather gear.
Oh, like
So
Arctic type stuff, you mean? Or-
like parkas, galoshes, stuff like that. Like, if you're going to be in a part where it's going to be either really rainy, really wet, really cold, high altitude, stuff like that. Specialized clothing.
Okay. Now, does he know? Like, I suppose he knows Nyx, but not Natalie, of course. So you guys,
He does not know Natalie, but yeah.
okay. So how are you guys going to approach him? Are you just going to super gear and go to his work? Wait till he gets off. What's your game
No,
plan?
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be wearing a gloves this time. In my as Natalie, and then once I talk to him, I want to take my gloves off so he can see the marks on my hands to signify me as who I am.
Okay. And are the guys with you? Like
I don't. If they want to come,
Do you want us to be there unmasked in our secret identities? Or in our costumes?
or from afar, or what?
Or
I'd say if you wanted to come, I would have you'd come in costume and be available, but not actually right there.
Okay.
So they
So
don't.
be
So
on standby.
yeah, Bluetooth or something,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you guys walk in with your like Natalie walks in unmolested, if you will. However, Mali and Leech, as soon as you guys walk in, there's like a sales rep up front. They're like, masks get a 5% discount, 10% if they wear the logo on visible on their costume.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Okay, here you go. Just in case you change your mind, she hands you little flyers.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I go to the section, blue, or excuse me, green. I got to write this down. I hadn't blue before. So Green Falcon. Is his real name is Roger?
Which is why he became the Green Falcon.
Yeah. Evidently, Blue Falcon was already taken when he registered, so he couldn't go that route. I had the whole scheme and everything. I have to repaint everything. Jeez. So I'll walk up to him and be like, yes, I'm looking for some special gear.
Gotcha. Yeah, so before we kick that off, now, what is your relationship? Is he someone who escaped Father Apollo with your help, or is he a villain or a hero, or what is he?
He is a escapee from Father Apollo. He's like, so he'd be a cousin.
Oh, okay. So he's a relative of yours again.
Yeah, he's a relative, and he didn't have as high a power as everybody else, so he was kind of shunned and didn't like the way he was being treated. So I helped him escape because, again, we were both kind of people that just people didn't even care about coming or going. And then he turned himself into the Green Falcon and became a hero.
Cool.
I'd say he's probably 24, 25.
Okay. Yeah, as he kind of prompt him, he turns around and does he? Are you guys like flanking Nyx?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd be flanking Nix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on each side. So
Yeah.
you have a hero on each wing. You have two wingmen. So yeah, so he turns around and he's like about to answer, and then he sees these two and he's like, what kind of special gear do you need?
And I'd show him my ungloved hands. I take them off very slowly. He sees the marks on my hands, and I was like, we're gonna need something for extreme heat.
He's like you kind of see him his mind, that his face kind of like melt into several different emotions at the same time, or not at the same time, but in quick succession. Um, he's like, scared, for a second, like, oh, is she coming to get me after all? Apprehensive, like, what's going on here? Looking around, paranoid. We got heroes here. Oh my god. He's like, can I get some stuff together? Shakes his head. He's like, are you talking like a volcano hot?
A little hotter, a lot hotter. We heard some stuff that's going down with good old dad, and we are getting some people together to try and stop him, or at least slow him down.
He kind of looks at you like, at first, it's if he didn't know better, he was on punked or something like that, and he kind of sees that you're totally serious. He's like, you want my help to confront dad?
Yeah.
I'm not that good.
You don't give yourself as much credit as you should.
Like, it'd be a slaughter. I mean, I gotta wait. Why would I want to walk back into the maw of the beast? I do like, low level hero stuff here, just to kind of maybe feel like I'm accomplishing something.
I
Stolen purse
I thought
here,
I thought
counterfeit
I got
there.
away as well, but he is always finding a way to communicate and to find us. So I don't think we're ever truly away until he is gone for good. And we do hear that he may be up to something to where nobody is going to be safe,
Hmm.
no matter who you are and how far you run away.
Gotcha.
We
All
need
right.
your help. You have, like me, you have intimate knowledge of him and the organization. If nothing else, that knowledge would help.
Okay. Go ahead. You're basically, it sounds like you're provoking him. So go ahead and roll with superior. And I already understand what you want him to do. You basically want him to kind of join your cause, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool. Roll plus superior.
All hits, man. I swear. Good Lord.
Nice.
All right. So on 10, they rise to the bait and do what you want. On 7 and 9, they can instead choose one. Let's see here. Um, I'll say. I'd say they're gonna. He's like, okay. So it's like that movie where you're never really out, right? We're kind of still in the Matrix or something.
Oh wow, that old movie, yeah, kind of like that one.
It's like, so it's basically, you're telling me it's my own best interest anyway to help you out, to be there, right?
If you don't help out now, it'll be extremely difficult to try and help later.
I'll tell you what. I will help you. I'll stand there. And he kind of looks around, and he's like, "What?" One of his coworkers is like, "Roger, you going break in 10." And he's like, "Yeah, Mary, I got it." Thanks. Just and as soon as she's out of earshot, he's like, "You'll have the green falcon by your side, and I'll have you. You'll gain influence over him."
Okay. I give him my number. I take down his number.
I got a lead for you right away if you want it.
Yeah.
Part of he's like you can see him like he's like, I say anything, am I just that much more damned, or am I damned anyway? And he's like, one of Dad's caches. He kind of looks around. It's like you can see the paranoia is ramping up. He's like, Dad was making like clones. And I know the facility that he was working it at.
Clones of himself?
Who else would he clone?
That's fair. Which cache are we talking about?
We're talking cache 452.
Oh, that one.
He's like, I won't go there. That's too much too soon. But looks like you and
the
your
one at that's the one at the base.
like, take your friends. I'll be there on the line when you need me, but you call me. But this is like to see his face on 20 different people. I still have
God,
nightmares. You know I still have nightmares, right?
Let's hope there's not 20 of them. All right. Thank you, Roger. We'll be in touch. With that information, though, it's probably going to happen a lot sooner than later.
You know how to find me.
All right. You should probably go on your break. You might need a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I need a minute.
Might be a good time to start smoking.
He kind of looks at you like,
Ew. Leech even makes a face at that.
like I don't rather be thankful that maybe you might be finally put away or out of our lives, or that you just brought me right down the road into hell with you, but we'll talk soon.
Okay.
Cool. All right, with that, we'll end the session. Unless you guys have anything else that you wanted to accomplish this one.
I'm good.
Cool. All right. Again, that's kind of like a low impact session. I just want to kind of try out a couple extra things we hadn't done quite yet before. But let's do some end of session moves real quick. Let's start with Adam this time, if that's cool with Nyx. Have you grown closer to the team, into an image of yourself, or away from the team?
I think I'm going probably closer to image of myself at this point.
Okay. So explain how you see yourself and why.
I think Nyx is going closer into her own woman, and basically going down more the fate road that she was not expecting, but was fully expecting. Everything converging into her standing up to her father, and in turn possibly creating more people to stand up to him as well.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Into basically out of his shadow into her own person.
Cool. All right. So move shift one label up, another down.
All right. I think I'm going to shift danger up and freak down.
Cool. All right. Let's see. How about Leech? Have you grown close to the
He
team and nerd
grew
yourself?
into
Or
an
what?
image of himself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the whole moment of truth thing and everything. Little talk he got from Athena, the little talk he got from George. This is definitely a growth factor for him today.
Cool. What are you shifting?
So, well, I locked Savior after I used my moment of truth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to shift my. I think I'm going to shift my danger up and my superior down.
Cool. Very cool. All right. How about Molly?
I had a question about earlier. One of the reasons he ran off and did that afterwards was basically I was trying to clear afraid or angry.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Clear afraid is run from something difficult. Clear angry is hurt someone or break something important. I don't know if both of those would apply or if one would apply.
Let's see. Let's well, afraid definitely. Angry.
I just don't know if it actually hurt Grim or not.
right. I'll say let's say yeah. You definitely tested her, in that sense. So let's say yeah. Let's like color both those. That's fair.
Okay.
Afraid definitely. That was definitely an afraid moment. So good call.
I'm definitely going more in the vein of growing into your own image of yourself.
I see a theme for this session.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. And why? Like, are you that you're kind of coming to terms with your powers, or that kind of thing, or
Basically, it's a continuation of him realizing that his powers are far too dangerous for him to just casually be around his family.
gotcha. The irony.
And there's just a point where they can't help him with it because they don't have it.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's really interesting. I mean, I don't remember what playbook it is, but I could swear there is like, for your future, I could swear there's like one where you get a sanctum. You can take for another playbook, get a sanctum. This would be like a perfect Molly thing. Molly needs a freaking Fortress of Solitude someday. I think that's like totally his character too. It's like,
Oh yeah.
so
Speaking of advancements, I can't
put it out there.
believe every single roll I made was a hit. I don't get any
Oh,
advantages.
Next time, there's more than enough time to fail. Next,
Mm.
But as part of my intercession thing, I raised superior by 1 and lowered mundane by 1.
nice, cool,
Cool.
awesome. So, yeah, that's really cool. Again, and this session was kind of low key. I was kind of trying to introduce a couple different things that we had before, like getting a theme, getting Athena in this story, which I think is, she's a major player here, going forward. I wanted to try like that not every person in danger is in danger from a natural disaster or a villain type of thing. There are people who just need to be talked to. I think, and I don't mean to get overly political or anything. I know that there was like the Bowling for Columbine thing, where what's his face, the singer that what's his face, the Marilyn Manson came on and he was asked the question, what would you have done to get these kids, to stop from what they were doing? And he says, I would have just listened. And I think this is like, I kind of wanted to bring up, what, maybe I want you to meet someone who needs your help. They need you to just listen and talk, listen to what's going on and empathize, show them that, that there's hope, there's a future. We're not totally a lot, different here, type of thing. So I kind of want to bring that out and see how you guys reacted with it and that kind of thing. So no real villains in this story today, but we found it interesting at least. And then of course we had the practice time with your new pal, Kinetic Blue, and we'll probably see more of her down the road. Foreshadowing. So there's that. So anything else?
Can't be foreshadowing. We only have 3 sessions left.
I just got that one. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, anything else you guys want to bring up or anything?
No.
If you guys
I'm
are
good.
Cool. Well, awesome session. Again, this
Yeah,
is
great team, guys.
this is Billy Joel, Adam, and Joshua, and I'm Scott of Scott's Case Files. And like I usually say, you have the thing at the bottom if you're watching us on Twitch. You have Discord and Twitter links below, so click on those. Also, follow me up top. Follow the channel, see when I go live if you click the option to do so. But generally, yes, at the moment we're still in the middle of our Masks and Urban Shadows campaigns. Yeah, only 3 sessions to go of Masks, so it's gonna be heating up, boys and girls. I'm looking forward to it very much. So, good job as always today, guys. Kicking butt. And I will see you guys on this coming Saturday. Hopefully, Wraith will be with us also.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Cool. All right. Take care for now, guys. Have a good
All right.
week.
Bye.